Hello everyone, GenmaTheSamurai here, and welcome back to this part of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Alright guys, so last time we were exploring around the Dark Agon Wastes as we collected the remainder of the 2 temple keys. We also fought Dark Samus and we got both the light and dark beams. So honestly, all around, very productive part. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and head on back over here so we can actually get towards the boss. And actually this is going to be an interesting part because the boss actually kind of kicked my butt during my test run. That's about as far as I got in my hard mode test run. But all things considered, hey, should be fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and proceed onward. In general though, man, I really do hope that I don't have too many more issues with my GameCube as this playthrough continues onward, because that's been 2 parts in a row that I had some sort of issue, and honestly it's a bit concerning, but hey, it's okay. Either way, let's go ahead and proceed onward, and yeah. I did already notice there was one kind of a graphical issue while starting up, and you guys probably didn't see it because I probably edited it out, but I did see it kind of flicker in for a second when the save was loading, and yeah, all around, I really need a new disc, but also my GameCube is not the best either. I've had it for like a while, so I suppose on some level I shouldn't be too surprised about it having issues, but it isn't fun either way. Let's go ahead and proceed this way, and okay. Anyway, enough about that though. Now one thing that I really don't like about this stretch going up towards the boss fight is the Dark Aether's atmosphere really like weighs you down after a bit. So I may end up actually just kind of camping out over by the boss door to just kind of recharge my HP for a bit. Luckily the Prime games do not have any timed endings, but it is certainly a thing that I'm going to have to be very conscious of a lot of the time. So yeah, anyway. Jeez, I do not like that. Okay, so let's head over here, and yeah, I didn't really even point this out before, but it is a good thing that the barriers actually do slowly restore your HP, so that's going to be really nice in general. But yeah, as you can see, that is the boss arena right here, and tell you what guys, I will see you guys in a second, because I'm going to go ahead and let my HP recharge for a bit, so see you guys in a moment. Okay, so we're back. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right on into this. Okay guys, here we go. Alright, so this is a Morbus, the first real boss fight of the game, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and scan that really quick, and we'll go ahead and read this. Sphere provides dark energy to a Morbus. Xenotech detected in Sphere. Sphere is impervious to weapons. Got it. Okay, anyway, so this is also one of those boss fights. I mentioned this as a piece of advice before, but make sure, above all else, to scan a Morbus where possible. I think I might have missed a scan, because I'm pretty sure I got that notification last time and I had to redo some stuff, so I may have. It's okay, I'll just figure out where the heck that was next time, I guess. Well, either way, we'll go ahead and... Okay. So one thing that's kind of annoying about this fight is when a Morbus jumps up out of the sand, it actually has a bunch of plating and armor that you can actually destroy fairly easily with the light beam. But again, you want to conserve your ammo where possible. So, where... Okay. Oh man, that was just a bad shot in general. Okay, anyway. Okay, I think I did it. Alright. So once you damage him enough, he does a thing. Yep, there we go. So, I believe there's only 2 states of a Morbus that you need to scan. I think this is the other state. Let's go ahead and go there. Yep, a Morbus and a Morbus 2. So, okay. But just to be sure, so one way, again, that you can kind of tell that you have everything scanned correctly is that, for example, if we go to a boss fight, so it's going to be under Guardians, and there'll be a Morbus right there. As you can see, that bar is completely filled up, so that means I've gotten every single Morbus scan. So you want to make sure you check that before you have a boss fight finished, if possible. Again, there's usually different phases, so remember to always check to see if there's something new to scan. That is the best advice I can really give. I messed up another boss fight in one of my practice runs, and so I pretty much just ruined the whole run right there. So that's just something to keep mindful of. Anyway, so when it attaches to the sphere, you want to basically do enough damage for the head part to break off, and then it'll start sucking you in. So then you want to go into Morph Ball, leave Morph Ball Bomb, and then boom. There we go. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and suck in some replenishables. Come on. Whoa, nope. I wasn't having none of that. Okay, anyway. One thing that I'm kind of sad is they definitely nerfed a missile technique that I did in Metroid Prime 1, where basically if you fired out a charge shot and then a missile in like short succession, you basically could just rapid fire out missiles and stuff. It made missiles a lot more usable, honestly. It was only really doable in the GameCube version of Prime 1. But in this game, yeah, you don't really have a thing like that, so just be mindful of it. I think my strategy for this fight is when a Morbus is in worm form, I'm going to use the light beam on it. But then when it exits worm form until maybe like the last part, then I'm going to go ahead and use the light beam on that part because I want to conserve on ammo, so that's why I want to use it as little as possible because you really can't get beam ammo very easily during this fight. Also, you want to be very mindful of what barriers you're standing in, for obvious reasons. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. Alright. So now we're going to wait for him to connect back into it, and then you're going to see that it's two of them this time. He actually gets a new attack, so that's fun. Oh, yep, here we go. Alright. Woo! I'm glad I caught that coming. Oh, jeez. You really do not want to get caught in the middle of the Dark Ether field, because just like catching you with your pants down, you don't want that. Okay. Come on. Why'd I do that? What? Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm in a more permanent shield right now. Oh my gosh, I thought I dodged that. Alright. This is the attack that, like, got me last time, because it moves faster than you think it would. Why don't I lock onto this one? Okay. This is, like, right there in my face. Okay. Oh, suck me in. Because I'm not going to take damage while I'm inside of him, ironically. So let's go ahead and move into the barrier here. Okay. Now, what the boss is doing whenever you see it shoot a projectile like that is it actually is nullifying your crystal. So you want to be very careful about that. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and suck up some HP. Thank you. Okay, so that refilled on my HP. That's good. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Where are you coming from next? Man, I can just feel where they're coming from in my GameCube controller. Okay, let's see. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and suck up some HP. Gotcha. Alright, here we go. This is the fun part. Alright. Let's go ahead and get sucked in. Alright. So, I do want to be careful with my beam ammo, obviously. There we go. Alright, I think we're good. pretty much, because I think I have enough ammo to hold me over. So I was smart enough to refill before I did this fight. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to like double check. I know it said that it was good, but I wanted to be sure. Alright, I think fight's done. Here we go. Alright, if you know what that insignia means in the Prime series, you already know. And this is something that's really cool that I really respect about Metroid Prime 2, and you guys may be pleasantly surprised. So, here we go. Let's go ahead and grab this. We got ourselves a new suit, guys. This is the Dark suit. So what this does is basically I take significantly less damage from Dark Aether's atmosphere. Now, it doesn't nullify it completely. You're going to see that it does drop, but it is dropping a lot slower. About as slow as your energy refilling inside of the barrier, so I can actually get through the Dark World a lot more comfortably now, and that's really good. So, anyway, the downside of this is you're going to see the barriers are going to get a little bit more scarce going forward whenever we're in Dark Aether, so just keep that in mind. But for what it is, I really like the design of this suit. It's not one of my favorites or anything, but I like it on principle of the fact that it just is a different and unique suit. Like, I have a lot of respect for Metroid Prime 2 just for the fact that they created an entirely new suit for this game, and just, yeah, I don't know, it's not the usual gravity suit and all of that stuff, which I know people like that a lot, but honestly, I like it when I have actually new things to collect, and it's just kind of cool. Anyway, here we go. Jeez. I somehow find the red sky more ominous than the purple sky, whenever this happens. So, yeah, what we just did is we got ourselves the planetary energy from Light Aether, as well as this region's planetary energy. So, basically, the light version of Agon Wastes was having a lot of instability because it had its energy stolen, and so now we have stolen it back as well as theirs, so now this half is going to be the unstable one. Now that said, it's not actually going to affect how we explore around a lot, but you're going to notice the atmosphere is going to be a lot redder while we're exploring as opposed to purple. So yeah, anyway though, I really like that detail and just how like your actions affect either world and everything. It's just kind of neat. Anyway, though, as you can see, though, the Ing over here are here to ambush us. They aren't exactly happy that we did that. I'm tempted to just blitz through these guys and just kind of ignore them, partly because I'm low on ammo, but also just because I really don't have to fight them. So, yeah, anyway, boom, we're good to go. Anyway, so yeah, anyway, I really like this. Also, they just spawned some Ing in this corridor. I don't think they were here before. I like that environmental storytelling. I think they're trying to communicate, like, oh, the Ing realized what we did. They're trying to attack us and stop us from taking it back. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and proceed forward. Oh yeah, no, they're all over the place now. Oh, they are not happy. Okay, well, let's head over here, and yeah, I'm just ignoring them. Honestly, no reason to fight them. Oh yeah, with this thing, you can actually use the Dark Beam, I'm pretty sure. It'll take it out pretty quick. since that's actually a light world creature, technically, but since it is made of light energy, it can survive in Dark World fairly safely, so, hey. Waiting for this door to open. Game. Okay. I was worried it was gonna crash again. Oh, God. Because the last time I did was when I was waiting for a door to open. Okay. Good. Good to know. Alright. Anyway. Oh, nice. Cool. Anyway. Wow, that just worked out. Nice. Gotta love that. That's one of my favorite things about Dark Aether is when you can use the light beam to just activate those barriers and just one-shot those enemies. Oh, it's so satisfying when it works. So satisfying. And also, yeah, you refill your ammo really fast, actually. Like, dang. Okay. Anyway, time to go ahead and scan this. And I also want to make sure I scan this as well before we go back in. Oh, I don't think I did. Okay. This might have been the thing that I scanned before that got me like 40%, so... Okay. My GameCube is not liking me today, I can tell. I'm a little worried. Okay, anyway. I also just want to make sure that I have this scanned like last time. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll probably look up a guide and see what things I need to scan. Wow, I did not scan this either. Okay, alright, so we have both barriers all nice and scanned, so there we go. I don't feel it's really necessary for me to read out every single scan log that I get added to the logbook, because I feel some of them are pretty self-explanatory, like the, you know, portal rifts and everything. But it is worth noting. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and proceed back this way. So, fun fact, I'm not going to do that because it would be kind of a waste of all of our time, but if you forgot to take this to the energy controller, the energy that we took, there actually is a barrier around the entrance to this area, and they would not let you leave without returning it, which is kind of a fun way to remind you in case you forget, because there have been times where I just went like full autopilot, and I just wanted to go and explore the next area, and the game doesn't let you because of plot. It is what it is, I guess. It makes sense. I do feel like if this were like Metroid Prime 1, though, they definitely wouldn't stop you because it's more about the power-ups as opposed to the story. But hey, it is what it is. So, let's go ahead and proceed over towards here. So, yeah. I do really hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough. I know, like, when it comes to my channel, there's a lot of playthroughs that I have started and then ones that I have stopped over the years and everything, and, like, right now I'm doing a lot of Metroid, which may or may not even be a lot of people's favorite, and I do genuinely hope you guys are enjoying it. I know one thing that I'm a little bit concerned about going into the next part is the fact that now you guys have seen this suit, but I know there's a few people that may have subbed to the channel and don't really want spoilers for this game per se, and they want to play through Metroid Dread first. So I may like give out a warning on my YouTube. You guys may have already seen that. But in general, yeah, I'm figuring all of that out for sure. I love that. Energy transfer complete. This temple's energy has been restored. So also you're going to notice, if you guys remember the lightning bolts I was talking about before, you're going to notice that they actually are not going to be showing up really anymore because we've actually stabilized the energy on this side of Agon, or the Agon, I should say, the light Agon. I can't speak sometimes, I'm sorry. But yeah, so in general, things are going to be a lot nicer while exploring, at least visually. But yeah, anyway, we're going to go ahead and progress now. So overall, though, going back to my point from before, though, I really am concerned about spoiling for some people, you know, because there's going to be a whole lot of new Metroid fans in particular. Oh gosh, Metroid Dread is like pre-ordered like crazy. Like currently it's one of the most pre-ordered games like at GameStop as of right now. So again, if any of you guys are coming after Metroid Dread comes out, yeah, this has definitely been an interesting time capsule in a sense, because I'm really excited for the game and lots of people are, and again, there's gonna be a lot of like new Metroid fans in general that, you know, also are probably waiting on some sort of collection for Switch, which I really do hope happens at some point, but also Nintendo has done a lot of annoying things recently. I'll say it that way. Hopefully we do get something for the Prime trilogy coming up to when Metroid Prime 4 comes out. But considering they haven't exactly made it easy to play the 2D games yet, I'm not exactly holding my breath either. I would say if you guys have a way to play Metroid Prime or the Metroid Prime trilogy, you guys should just go ahead and do that. I wouldn't wait for a Switch port. At least not right now, anyway. But yeah, I know there is also like a certain balance of like, you know, I want to make this, you know, my content and everything for this game, you know, as good as possible, but I also do worry about like spoilers. Like, you guys know all about like the the clickbaity thumbnails and everything, and you know, I try and take that stuff into consideration, but I also want to like do stuff that's like going to be cool and will get people's attention. It's all stuff that I really try and balance a lot. And hopefully I make a good call on this, which is why, again, I'll probably do like a community post about this and get everyone's opinion. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and leave Agon Wastes because there actually isn't much that we can do here right now. Later on there is, but yeah. Wow, this is the longest I've seen a hover on this. I don't like the way my game keeps been acting. I really do not. I'm learning things about the way loading screens work in this game. That's a plus side. Hey, it's educational, guys. Jeez. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and proceed onward, so yeah. I'm sure you guys are also hearing, I've been hearing like the click-clacking of my GameCube as well. In general, I've had this thing for years. I should probably invest in something else soonish, but money, am I right? It'd be like that. But yeah, I do also want to do Metroid Prime 3, but at the same time, there's also other things that I think I probably should focus on too. It's complicated. I know I've been hyping up and like focusing in on YouTube a little bit, but I've also been like debating like slowing down on uploads for a bit and focusing in on my Golden Sun 2 review after I finish this playthrough, just to kind of focus in on that. And then there's a very good chance that Metroid Dread will be releasing not long after that, so I may do something else as filler, maybe? I guess we'll find out. But that is definitely something that I've been considering as a possibility. I'm trying to weigh my options. I do want to do Metroid Prime 3 as well at some point, but I think that one could probably afford to be after Metroid Dread, possibly. We'll see. I guess I'll figure it out. It might be fun to kind of go back and forth between a 2D game and a 3D game and a 2D game and a 3D game, all that stuff. I say that as if there are many left. I've done every single 2D Metroid game now, and pretty much only the Prime games are really left. So yeah, once Dread comes out, I'm not 100% sure. I've had some people suggest, like, I have a ROM hack in mind that might be kind of fun to do. I think that'd be kind of fun. Alternatively, I have a few other ideas as well that I would like as well. I don't know. I have some ideas in terms of Metroid content. And I know there's other content that people have been waiting on for a while, and I was originally planning to do right away until, you know, Metroid Dread bombshelled me. I do still plan to do a bit of that, but hey. I don't know. In terms of YouTube, it's difficult because it's a lot of luck. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I kind of have to bank on the algorithm being on my side. I can have, as I found out, you can make the most like clickbaitable thumbnail, but it has to be like in with the algorithm to really help it out in the first place. And also timing is probably the most important thing ever. And half the time learning what is good timing for this sort of thing, just really friggin' hard to figure out. I'll say that much. Honestly, YouTube in general, I'm leaning towards still, even though I am earning money on it, still kind of treating it like I was before, like as a hobby, kind of off and on. Just to do like playthroughs here and there, or just to do, you know, reviews and stuff. I think that's like the main things that I do think I enjoy doing to a certain degree. I do enjoy doing Let's Plays on a certain level. Like, I feel they're very cozy, if that makes any sense. But aside from that, I don't really have much input. Like, they really don't take too much effort unless I go, like, really over the top. But then the idea of them is that they're just videos that are just kind of fairly easy to make, and you can spit out a ton of them. But it does take up your time at the same time, like, because you have to take the time to actually edit all of them and everything. And if you don't do enough editing, sometimes it might be boring for some people. Whole can of worms. I thank you for restoring energy to the Temple of Agon. Your valor honors the Luminoth. Those who have passed and those who remain, here under my protection as they sleep in deep stasis. Be on guard, for the Ing do not suffer defeat lightly. They will surely seek revenge for your actions. With the energy lost from the desert region, they will increase their efforts in other lands. I have detected unusual amounts of Ing activity in the Torvis sector. The enemy is on the move. The swamplands of Torvis are treacherous and can hinder you considerably. Bear this in mind as you move through the bog. Seek the Temple of Torvis. More knowledge awaits you there. May the light of either serve you well. Alright. Well, we're gonna go ahead and proceed onward. So yeah, I just figured it would be good to stop by this guy and get a little bit of a mission debrief. I don't know where I'll be ending this part exactly. There's only really one spot I can think of. In general, I hope you guys haven't minded the structure. I just like doing these Metroid games where I start at a save point and end at a save point, and do as like little cutting around as possible. Because again, I think like exploring around in Metroid world is a lot of the fun. So that's kind of like the whole point of the way I've been structuring this. So I hope that's been fun for you guys. That said, this is going to be slightly more labyrinthian when we get to the next stretch, that's for sure. Oh, right. Wrong one. Sorry, I was just thinking color matching. Like, hey, you want to use the dark one on the dark one, right? No, it's the, the other way. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take out this thing. Right. Also, gotta love that they've kept these enemies from Super Metroid. Jeez, they really like those charge beams, that's for sure. Man. I don't know, I feel like one of my favorite additions that the Metroid Prime series added to Metroid was definitely, like, you know, holding the charge beam brings in pickups and stuff. Really makes it a lot easier to get health replenishables and stuff in a 3D environment. That said, yeah, I think the way that Samus Returns handles it is also pretty good. Like, when you're in proximity, you just sort of pick the stuff up. That works pretty well too. I was really happy to see that AM2R actually implemented the Prime 2 method as well. Honestly, both ways work. Having to jump into, you know, pickups and everything is fine. It's like, it was never bad, but I definitely like the ability to just kind of suck them in, that's for sure. Alright, I definitely want to get rid of those hives, because these things suck. Alright, so, hold on, let me check this map really quick. Okay, so that's going by the ship, so we want to go down this corridor. Alright, just wanted to make sure. because I know there's two different pathways, obviously, as you can tell from the minimap. Anyway, though, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a puzzle section here, so that's part of the reason why I said I don't know how long this part's going to be, or like where I'm going to end the part. But yeah, there's going to be a small little section in a second that I'll point out. You're going to see that there's a green door right here, and we have nothing for that. So there is actually something that we got to do here. As you can see, there is a portal here, so they want you to go into the Dark World. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So there we go. Alright, so now that we're in the Dark World, we're going to go ahead and proceed onwards. Well, as soon as it loads this door. Okay. And as you can see, again, they are already being kind of scarce with the energy replenishables and stuff. So we want to be kind of careful here. Also, I think there are some enemies coming up in a second that I need to remember to scan. Yeah, these eyes. Okay. Anyway. Brought these back from Metroid Prime 1 to a degree. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I thought I was going to be walking past that. Nope. Alright. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and proceed onward. Luckily, I have enough HP, and it's like dropping so slowly that it's kind of a non-issue right now. But, yeah. Okay. So, there is a bit of a puzzle right here. As you saw, there was a platform right over there, but we're not actually able to do anything with that platform yet. So what we first need to do is we need to Morph Ball Bomb up to this one, and then we're going to bomb that. This is the way I do this to save some time. So then we're going to go right over here, Morph Ball Bomb, and then we'll do that. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And then we're going to activate this one. Now, I saw that there probably was a fourth one, but actually they very strategically placed the prong or whatever there in such a way that I actually have to use the other elevator here to reach it. It's just kind of an interesting choice. I mean, if I did that one first, then I would have had to cycle around the other way. So I just figured I'd save myself some time and do it this way. Anyway, there we go. So all we need to do is step on that platform, and I think we're good to go. So here we go. Alright, you guys are going to see me get a bit gun happy right now. They actually activated the free aim for this bit, so alright, anyway. Okay. So you probably are going to take damage there. That's kind of inevitable. But what you can do at the very least is you can kill enough of them that you kind of heal it off again. So, oh wow, I actually killed all of them. Hey, how about that? All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and activate the light beam, and we'll head to the light world. Yeah, that was just some fun Zelda-esque progression that they chose to do right there. Oh, also, right by the entrance to this room, you're going to notice that there is this spot right over here. Now, there is a hologram there. I can actually scan it from this side. I don't think they necessarily intended you to do that, but we'll go ahead and read this. Anyway. Amidst this turmoil, we discover many disturbing anomalies. Spatial disturbances appeared across the land. Objects went into a state of dimensional flux, their atoms divided between either and somewhere else. There was little time to ponder these strange happenings, for we had to deal with the devastation of our lands. But yeah, you could just kind of scan that from in between there. Oh, nice! Dark ones. Cool. My favorite. Okay. I think that'll just kill them. Nice. Okay, we'll go ahead and proceed onward now. Anyway. Yeah, in general, one thing that's kind of fun, again, when I mentioned this a while ago that they took inspiration from Zelda: A Link to the Past with the Light World, Dark World concept. If you're familiar with that game, you may kind of see the parallels, but it's not exactly one-to-one. But the way that game was structured is... What in the world just happened to me? Oh, it's that platform I was just moving. Right, okay. Anyway, on the way that game is structured, there is a Light World and a Dark World. And the Dark World can be accessed using these like weird little portals off and on in certain locations in the game. Sometimes they're hidden underneath rocks and other spots as well. Although I feel like progression-wise, this feels like it borrows maybe a little bit more from like the Zelda Oracle games, or I should say specifically Oracle of Ages, because that game actually has a sort of similar kind of setup a little bit, except it's like, you know, time travel. Let's go ahead and scan this. Beyond this door, the path to the Torvus Bog lies. A verdant land ravaged by a great deluge and the folly of battle. We honor the life that remains. Yeah, because in that one, there's a lot of like hopping back and forth to progress a lot of the time. Now, this game doesn't actually explore that concept too deep. Also, this is the other side of that. You may not have even known that this spot even existed, depending on whether or not you've actually gone to 100% this game before or not. But there we go. There's actually nothing else in that section aside from that thing that I could have scanned, but there we go. That was the other side of it. Anyway, though, yeah. That said, though, yeah, they actually basically talked to some developers of Zelda Link to the Past when they went to make this game as well, so they definitely got some tips, and I see a lot of that influence in terms of the way they design this game, especially in sections like right there, which is just kind of a fun little section. Alright, so here we are in the next major region, the Torvus Bog. This is actually... I feel like it's a hard choice for me between this area and the next one in terms of my favorite areas in this game. But man, I love the aesthetic of this place. It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, get ready for one of my favorite songs in all of Metroid in a second, so let's do this. Oh man. Anyway, so here we are in the Torvus Bog. So this area is pretty cool. I'll go ahead and destroy these things. So the way those things work is that they actually explode in your face when they get close to you, and they actually grow larger in size. Larger in size they are, the easier they are to destroy. If you shoot them, it actually largens them. So there we go. Anyway, let's go ahead and read this log. They came to the lagoon in the night, delivering true death blows before I could detect them. As my life faded, I sent a call to the cater to warn of this surprise attack. May they find my key and dispatch the Ing who killed me. Only then will my final rest be peaceful. Dang, you got like sneak attack, dude. I'm sorry. Alright, well anyway, right through here though is going to be, let's go ahead and open that door, a save point. So, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this part of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Hope you guys have been enjoying this playthrough so far. I'm going to figure out exactly how to do the thumbnail for the parts going forward, because I'm actually thinking of having the dark suit on the thumbnails. But I also want to figure out if you guys think that's spoilery or not. We'll figure that out. But in general, man, I love this game. It's so good, and we're into just some cool stuff in general. I think this is where the game really starts getting good, is this area, and yeah, I think it's going to be fun. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next part of Metroid Prime 2. Bye!